What caused you to fall out of love with your past lover? When I first got married, we would be passionate everywhere, if you know what I mean, bed, floor, couch, wherever. We would do things for each other. And we enjoyed each other's company. She was from Japan. I am white American. I learned to speak Japanese and we lived in Japan for a few years and life was good. We had kids together, but over the years things grew cold between us. They say that people change and you grow apart. I don't think either of us changed. I doubt that most people change. What I suspected happened was that I would base my love on how much she loved me and vice versa. If she did something nice for me, I would do something nice for her. Or if I did something nice for her, she would do something nice for me. That all sounds fine and dandy, but I think in practice, it doesn't work. When I do something nice for her, I expect something of equal niceness in return. However, often it is the case that you don't perceive what is done in return is as valuable as what you gave him or her. So the next time you do something, you feel less inclined to do something nice. And so the love kind of fizzles. You basically stop caring because you perceive your partner as not caring. And chances are your partner feels the same way about you. Neither person has changed. They are both the same person, but the love isn't there anymore. They let it spiral into nothingness. That is what my wife and I did. After 20 some odd years of marriage, there was nothing. I really had no desire to do anything for my wife, because she wasn't going to do anything for me. We didn't hate each other. We helped each other when needed, but that is about all. I was unhappy with the marriage. I either wanted out or I wanted it fixed. But after 20 years of marriage, I knew that she wasn't going to try and fix the marriage. I knew that she thought I would not change, so why should she have to do anything special, and if I did change, it would only be temporary and things would go back to how they were, so why even try? I knew this would be her mindset. So I had three options. Divorce, stay in the lifeless, sexless marriage, or take a chance and do something about it. I thought perhaps divorce would be the better way. Start anew. She had given up on me and didn't care. But I decided to give it a try anyway. I completely revamped my approach. I decided that I would try for 1 year to fix this. I would not require her to do anything. I would just do these things on my own. If these things wooed her back, then she would be back on her own terms and not mine. So I did the following. I committed to get into shape. Better diet, exercise. I committed to do something special for her every day regardless of whether we were getting along or not. I committed to do at least an additional 30 minutes of housework every day. I committed to pay her a sincere compliment at least once per day. I committed not to fight with her and to only have calm arguments with her. I decided to fix her dinner and breakfast as often as possible. In essence, I decided to love her every day. As I thought, I got essentially no response from her day after day. I mean, she would sometimes say, "Thank you," but that was about it. After about 4 months she started to change. I kept at it. She continued to change. Okay. She didn't change. She was the same person, but she saw that I was trying. She saw that she was important to me. She saw that I wasn't giving up. She wanted to be loved. She started doing things for me again. We started talking a lot more and doing a lot more together. We started dating again and going on trips. It was almost like we were newlyweds again, but with less passion, but it felt great. Sometimes I would just hold her in my arms for 30 minutes. Love can be revived. It is not easy. True love takes work. Making the decision above to love her regardless was the second best decision of my life. The first, of course, was to marry her. Our marriage is not perfect, but I look forward to seeing her every day. She is an awesome woman. She is basically the same person I married. We just let our love die. We were lazy lovers. She asked me one day what got into me and I talked with her about my plan. I think it was a pretty good plan and so did she. And yes, we are still married, but much more happily now. I knew our love couldn't be one-sided, but I also knew it needed to start somewhere, and why not me? Ask yourself, why not you? Do you want the love back? What kind of sacrifice are you willing to make to have the love back? If I had decided that she needed to do something while I was doing something, then we would have been right back to where we started. You can't base your actions on what the other is doing in return. You need to commit to love regardless of what is done in return. That is the sacrifice, and that is where real love will begin. Edit. I can't believe how many people have read and liked this. Someone mentioned the 40-day challenge. I found out about that several months after I started on this path. There is a movie out there along these same lines called Fireproof that is worth a watch. For me, things didn't change around in 40 days. It took quite a bit longer. But you have to ask yourself, is divorce really the better way out? Yes, sometimes it is. But infidelity doesn't have to be the end of life as we know it. I look back on these events and they seem like a distant memory, the hurt and pain. Like a forgotten dream. But it really wasn't that long ago. I am a better person because of it. She has become a better person as well, and we are definitely a better couple.